Hi, hey, howdy, welcome on in. It's me, Tilfin, the chimeric freaking biological test tube accident. I already see my increased gain trying to redline everything in my OBS, but oh well. Today is part 13. Oh, I hate that number's so high. Well, I guess that's just like a good like solid bit of proof that there's quite a bit of puzzling video gaming in Talos Principle 2, which the first game was already pretty large, but I'm glad to see that there's even more in Talos Principle 2. It feels like Talos Principle 2 is a much bigger game. Actually, how many hours did I have in Talos Principle 2? I mean Talos Principle 1. 14 hours already in Talos Principle 2. 30 hours in the first one. Okay, never mind. I haven't even gotten through the halfway point of well, actually, we looked at the data for Talos Principle 2 the other day. It's like, oh yeah, I actually am at a little bit over halfway, but same size game. Never mind. Today, we continue, but part 13. Wow. Didn't think that I would be, I didn't think I would get this far, actually. As much as I love this game, I figured that as soon as I saw, like, part 6, what am I, some sort of 2002 YouTuber trying to make the same 30 videos from Five Nights at Freddy's? What am I doing? Hello? Mountaineer. I imagine, oh yeah! We're anti-gravity up in this bitch, boys. Oh no. Grav shifter. Ooh. Ooh. How interesting. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, that's sick. Another day of old Winchester giving us more mechanics for our puzzle video game. Oh, I'm surprised that I thought of that. I am amazed. That was like one of the first things that popped in my head on what to do for that one. Okay. I did it.
The language of creation is a kind of melody.
What is that melody? Another day gone by, another day of Overwatch getting mentioned.
Something that can't be expressed in any other way. And when we play music, we participate in something ancient, in an act of creation.
End of sentence. Okay, I see. I was waiting for him to say more, but I suppose not. Okay. I actually did, before starting recording this, finish the 2 lost puzzles that was at the other place that I did not do the other day. And I have them up as videos unlisted, but you can access them through title cards in somewhere else. Gosh darn it. Gosh dang it. That's an anti-grav thing there, right? I can access that? Okay, well. Right? Yeah, okay. So I should have done that first because now that's stuck in place. I do this. And oh. Hope you don't get motion sickness. The one part in Titanfall 2, you know, the one. I have a feeling that's not what I was supposed to have done. I have a feeling, you know, just a sneaking suspicion. Right? Okay. So let's go. Yeah, I didn't need to jank my way down. Yeah, if you care about looking at the other two lost puzzles, then they're available. You can watch them. You can find them. There was a pretty neat dialogue with Yakut while I was doing that recording. I don't think I caught it on the recording, but he was talking about how much Byron meant to him because he got Yakut was interested in going out and exploring and doing stuff like that, but he was not part of the old boys. Oh, is this entire top part anti-gravity? Oh no! And I'm not tired, I'm not yawning, I'm not sleepy, I'm caffeinated. I am full of energy, I am awake. I am a functional human being of society. Oh Lord, please, just a drop of energy, I beg. Please. Please, I just want to feel a little bit of energetic whenever I wake up in the fucking morning. Please. And then I can drag him over there, right? And then from there... Am I going to be able to do that from there? Can I? Can I? Don't know why it is, but gosh darn it. Hang on. It's time to summon it back. I forgot to program the thing. Grab. And then I select. Put you down. All right, there we go. Now I have it properly programmed. Debug mode deactivated. Okay. Valve connections. Beam him up. Beam him up. No, I'm a failure. Possibly. No, but oh. There's this one part in Crosscode where it's like kind of near the end of the game. Noticing just how much northern I have in my accent, even though I've never been out of the South, except for, like, you know, for Japan, the one trip to Japan that I did for a week. But I just can't stop noticing it now. It's like an engineer just asked me, "Are you from here?" Like, no. I just got asked, "Are you from here?" enough to where it's like, you know what? Spiritually, perhaps I'm not from here. Maybe I have made myself not from here. Maybe I've made myself a stranger in a strange land. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Oh yeah, there was a really cool dialogue from Yakut where he just really liked Byron. And Byron was able to get him involved with a lot of the expedition stuff. Lamau. Stop saying Lamau. Stop saying Lamau and just start actually laughing. But let's see. There's a blue there, right? Right. This must be what it's like to be a fifth dimensional being, right? I believe I don't think I have talked about it actually. But if you are a fifth dimensional being or an otherwise extra dimensional being, then this is kind of like what the world would be like to you. Or our three-dimensional space would be like, because you would be able to see perpendicularly at all angles to us. And you would be able to interact with everything that the third dimensional space has to offer. But you would also be omnipotent to the point of being able to interact with everything without fear of consequence for the most part. It's what a lot of people say that God would have to be. Like if God were an entity that truly existed, then he would have to be a fourth or otherwise extra dimensional being in order to interact with complete omnipotence. Aha! I knew it. There you go. You are a red herring in almost every literal sense of the word. Sugma, Ligma, Eatma. Let's go. Oh, let's go.
I've known Byron since day one.
Really?
I was the first to be born with upgrades from the original Soma design, and he was the first to volunteer to upgrade his existing body.
Yeah, he was a big supporter of upgrades. Deliberate evolution, he called it.
Athena and Cornelius were very kind to me. And so was Byron, but he also made fun of me. And oddly enough, that made me feel more like an equal than anything the others said.
It's like, if you're able to fight, then you're on good terms. Something like that. Yeah. What you got?
Today, for the first time, I synthesized life. It was just a unicellular cyanobacterium, but the sheer complexity of even such a simple organism is breathtaking. Creating it from pure energy, I was filled with a sense of awe and majesty. A sense that what I was doing was sacred. It made me think about the enormous power of life. 2.5 billion years ago, these simple beings terraformed the entire planet,
True.
creating the oxygen that underlies the Earth's incredible biodiversity, wiping out thousands of other species, but making the future possible.
Sorry, I adjusted my microphone for a moment. But speaking of sound design or sounds, like I hope that the new microphone settings do not destroy literally everything. I really hope that it doesn't sound awful. But I can only hope that I'm not clipping too awful bad. But I do know that I speak kind of quietly. This is very intentional. But I also hope that it doesn't also capture every single noise that my body makes. That would be embarrassing. And also terrifying. Because as far as I'm concerned, having a body is horror. What do you mean body horror? It's like, isn't that just a normal fucking body? But I don't know. I don't know too many dysphoric entities. Entities. Oh, what am I, a fucking lizard person? No, I'm a chimera or freak. I am dysphoria Dysphoria? Dysphoria persona I want to strangle myself. Dysphoria personified. I think I made an oopsie. I think I made a goofsie. I think I made a the devs should have accounted for extra weird AI this time around. Oh well, restart checkpoint. That's what we have that for. So I'll take a listen. But really the main part is just to make sure that I'm audible. But I think I heard, well, no, I didn't hear a damn thing. I ain't heard shit. But I think at some point there was a article talking about how extinction of species was kind of a normal thing. Like there are multiple extinction events, and that is supposedly normal and has been for ever since creation has been around. Shit. I knew I was going to miss something. I knew it was going to happen. Let's see. I hope you didn't hear me swallow. I hope you did not hear me swallow just now. 17 minutes on the dot. I'll remember that. 17 minutes. Did they hear me swallow? I don't want to repeat the story of me and the dentist and swallowing, and yeah, that was a why was that the story that I told my fucking artist when we were in our Discord call making that reference sheet? CC's art corner on Twitter. I could stop having my tongue be fucking lazy and actually pronounce things. Colonel, I need a box. Am I missing something? There. Huh. There's something going on here. Spider sense is tingling. Something going on here. I desperately want to play the PSX Spider-Man games. But Talos Principle 2 and Power World have me by the nuts. I have to complete these games. Ah, that's why I couldn't do that from here. Don't know why I would anyways. Recycling. I'm missing something. My brain is not computing. My brain's not putting something together. My mouth feels extra saliva-y. I feel extra gross. I showered and everything. What is wrong with me? Surely no way, right? No, I need to open that up, but is there... No, right? Can't put a Oh no. I don't like how I'm not solving this one instantly. Usually, whenever I'm doing these main necessary puzzles, mandatory puzzles, they're easy enough to be done if you're paying attention, or if you think things through. They're usually simple enough for that to be plausible. However, it seems like this one, well, they're puzzles that are able to be done relatively easily, and then you can do them all within an hour. This one is slightly more advanced. This one is cannot, right? Yeah, okay, that's how that it gets that treatment. I'll come back to it. I'm not using one of my Prometheus flames. I'm not. Ooh, Fox? Not life created by Miranda, I hope? Miranda just created bacteria? Well, we have no idea how long Miranda's been around. Miranda could very much have gotten better at making life. I see. What is the end goal is to have both things over here, right? Yo, damn. What's the first thing that I can do? What's the first step? This one also seems to be a this one seems to be a thinking man's puzzle. Man, if only I were that. I could do this, right? And then I would have that available, and then I could oh, okay, I thought I was going to have a problem with going through the driller hole, because you normally can't step through it, and also the driller usually can't be put through its own hole.
A solid solution. Well done.
But I remember that I accidentally did do that in a previous puzzle on a previous time. The number 5 is going to fucking haunt me. It's like, oh, you didn't do it. You couldn't do it. No. Stop. Leave me alone. Ah. Or whatever the Akira meme is. Okay, so the goal is get red light into there. Where is red light? Red light generator where? Red light generator there. So hold up a minute. Speed me down, slow me up. Huh. No, stop yawning. Stop yawning. Stop being tired. I have caffeine. Oh, caffeine doesn't help me. Caffeine actually makes me more tired, which I suppose is an indication of ADHD. But I don't like thinking that I have ADHD, because I don't feel like I do. Or if I do, then I have a very mild form that most people wouldn't even consider ADHD. Because, like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's worth mentioning that I would have an issue if it does not significantly impact me enough. Like, I am not ADHD enough to be ADHD, you know? I don't have the prerequisite amount of mental illness to be considered mentally ill. Oh, I don't think ADHD is a mental illness, is it? Where's the condition? There's a subtle difference. I say subtle, but I already feel it's like I have fucked up extremely. Which is why I should never say anything. I just never speak. Fucking. There we go. I've solved this, right? Put this here. Put this here as well. Grab. Mark. Set. Switch. Fuck. Okay. Missing one thing, right? And can I no. Wait, it's not all lost. Not all is lost. Oh, thank goodness I have a brain that can remember things. You. Well, let's fucking go. Ah. We give blessing to Heckler and Kosh, the gracious twins these days. I didn't consent to that scan, you coot. You old coot. He's never heard that one before. Pro tip. Don't make jokes using somebody else's name. Guaranteed they've already heard it before. And also it's dumb, and also don't make fun of people's names. Don't even like make jokes using people's names. It's not funny. I had a classmate. Her last name was Cherry. And I asked her how many cherry on top jokes that she got. She always told me way too many. Well, I say always, but it was literally just like the one time that I asked her. Like she just said one too many. They were always from people who thought they were fucking funny. It's like, got you. Worry not, I understand. What am I doing, by the way? Got the accumulator. Trying to get... I don't... Is that the entrance? Okay, yeah, I just need to follow the lines, right? It's a jammer, right? Huh, why would I want a jammer? Why am I jamming? Hmm? Okay, so goal. Activate that with the fan in place. I got you, homie. I ain't got you, homie. The moment I thought about it. Ah, nope, never mind. Homie ungot. Let's see. Now I know why it is that I would want a this jammer. Now, what is it that I would do with it? I would fucking jam, right? It's like, stupid question, of course. I know the answer already. But I would... It would be easy if I could just swap the accumulator with the grav shifter. And I think I can. That there. Right, and then shoot. I walked into that one. Quite actually, yes. About to be jammed. There we go. Okay, now don't need the jammer anymore. Can get our gravity thingy. Can retrieve our fuck. Never mind. And as soon as I put the accumulator back, then it loses its red charge, right? No, it doesn't. Weird, strange, odd. We take them. We take these. That's why I thought, oh man, I failed the puzzle, but no, I did it. I did the puzzle.
An excellent solution.
Yes, it was. I made it. All right. Now I have to both return to 5 and also talk to Melville. I'll talk to Melville first.
There you are. Good.
Yep. Koko desu yo. What's happening?
Inside this lab, there's a machine.
Uh-huh.
As usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice.
Huh.
As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
Am I connecting to another data stream?
I hope not. I think you should just be able to switch it off.
Huh. So, Melville said that the reason why she couldn't mess with this energy or this lab was because she was not me. Well, you know, that certainly does sound bad. That certainly does sound dangerous. Emergency shutdown. Hello. Cannot adjust. Oh. Huh. Been disabled by someone else. Identify. Unknown user. And then an error. Okay, well. Oop, sorry about my microphone. With like the advanced gain settings? Shit. Sure. I'll load up Linkin Park num.mp3.exe. Anthropogeny. A text adventure. Anthropogeny. That's like the adventure of humans, right? Define anthropogeny. Did I spell it correctly? The origin of the human species. Never mind. Okay, sure. Play it. You wake up in an impossible place, knowing nothing. Look around. You seem to be in a labyrinth of ancient crumbling walls. Beneath you is an altar of some kind, as if you were a sacrifice. The sky above you is a perfect cobalt blue, and you are startled by its beauty. Well, it's not an impossible place if I can identify it as a labyrinth of ancient crumbling walls. Well, let's examine the altar. The altar is a place of birth and death. You sense that blood was spilled here, that lives were given for life to be gained. This is how all things came into existence. But is it how all things must continue? You have gained knowledge of sacrifice. A cold wind blows through the ruins. A cold wind blows in the fire. No. no Metal Gear Solid. No Metal Gear Rising today. A cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know without knowing how that my brain's bullying me. I can read higher than a 5th grade level. A cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know without knowing how that it is the wind from the kingdom of Artemis. It is the wind that brings with it whispers of mountains glimpsed across a stormy sea, and deep forests wreathed in fog, and the long-forgotten cities of your ancestors. Explore the labyrinth. You set out into the ruins, apprehensive but curious. There is a strange kind of beauty here, the beauty of decay. You must be careful not to imbibe too much of it. Suddenly, an echoing voice speaks to you. Emergency shutdown settings. Access denied. It intones. Error 1C155358. This corruptible must put on incorruption. Strings of numbers towards them. Leaving the lost children of Hephaestus behind you, you step out onto a vast plain under a setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the lights of distant fires on the slopes of Olympus, but you are not ready to ascend. Only once you have found all 3 sigils will a path through the divine flame be open. A path leads to the south, to the buried city. Another leads north, to the garden of Hesperides. Let's go to the buried city. I like urban design. So long as it's not an American city, because fuck that. The buried city lies to the south. It was once a place of great wisdom. The philosophers of old strolled on its walkways, debating the nature of virtue in the soul. Now the sands of the desert have claimed its streets, and even its famed temple upon a hill is slowly eroding. Search the ruins. As you walk through the lost avenues of the buried city looking for a sigil, you come upon a strange sight, a procession of ghostly figures, echoes of a forgotten past or an unimaginable future, trapped in a moment of celebration. They are smiling, happy, at peace with the world. How do they make you feel? I would feel lonely. So I guess the closest would be sad. You decide that these must be memories of the past, of the people who built this city on rock and roll and caused its ruin. They can no longer harm anyone. Walking amongst the ghosts, you come upon a fragment bearing the sigil of the owl. You reach down and take it, and as you do, you have gained a sigil. Alright, cool. So the owl is the symbol of Athena. It's kind of becoming more and more obvious that this is like yet another analog to teach the new humans. It's probably like a prototype, really, because in the old simulation that births the human twos, you have the serpent, and that's what Athena talked to. That's what all the other iterations of Athena before becoming Athena talked to. And a lot of this game is teaching you that you can only interact with the world in the ways that you know it, or in the ways that you know how to. So Athena's just doing what she knows, which is what it is that she experienced in the simulation in her time being alive. And the simulation was a way to teach. So she's trying to teach human twos how it is to continue on with the mantle of responsibility. Journey to the Garden of Hesperides. Your journey is interrupted by a frightful burned figure standing alone in the sands of the forest.
Access denied.
It screams.
Error.
Yeah, I'm not fighting the fucking Moses bush. Are you kidding me? Run. The nymphs lead you to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seem to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grows a smaller tree made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grows a single golden apple. Tell me about your father. I think the nymphs are the children of Apollo? No, they're just nature spirits, right? They aren't actually related to any god, right? But the Garden of Hesperides has the golden apple that is guarded by the dragon. Something like that. Yeah, let's go Freudian on them. Let's ask them about their father. Some say that Heracles, when he freed our father Atlas from his burden, did not do so by taking his place, but by showing him that the celestial spheres did not need to be held up by anyone, neither Titan, god, nor mortal. Then Atlas sat upon his mountain, gazing upon the stars, and wept. That would be pretty fucked up. Not gonna lie, that would be incredibly fucked up. Like, the prison is the prison of your own mind, right? Oh, shit. I'd fucking cry too. Bro. Ask them about the apple. Hang on, something in my eye. Ow. Ooh. Ooh. I wish I had the option to pause the recording so that I could not complain about how there's stuff in my eye whilst also putting a hold on this Texas adventure. This apple, they say in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom, its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? 5358. Interesting. Oh, this would be like my I got the knowledge of sacrifice from examining the altar rather than myself or reaching for the stars. Or sorry, the sky. But I could punch a nymph. Punch a nymph. How dare you punch me? The nymph says in outrage. Alex didn't manage to implement a proper response before the jam ended, but there will be one in the final version. Okay. So, who was Alex? Alex was one of the first humans, right? Because it was just Athena, Cornelius, and Miranda on this island, right? Who's Alex? Offer to trade part of yourself for the apple. Which part of yourself would you give up then? The nymphs ask. My ba? My ka? Those are probably Eastern philosophies. I'll give you my name. A dangerous choice. What is a man without a name who cannot speak of himself? You gained a sigil. Yeah, I'll eventually become like a little beast, much like in Aragon. What was like the curse of the dragons, where the dragons could not speak their name, or they could not think their name. They could not think in things of themselves. They could not perceive the world around them, so they just became mindless. Journey to Olympus. Suddenly the voice of the Sphinx, her golden wings, her shadow cast. Initiate emergency shutdown. No, you must not do this, Pandora commands you. I have stopped you for a reason. If you complete your quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. Point out that Pandora is destabilizing the whole system. Then she sighs. You speak the truth, creature of clay. Even I cannot use the flame wisely. There we go. Thanks, Pandora.
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay. Touch it, and you will burn.
Not yours either, bitch. What is this? Oh no. That wasn't a mechanic that was introduced this time around, and yet I feel fear knowing that there are golden spheres.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted.
Yeah, by AI. Figure anything else about the generator?
When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind.
Ooh.
I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
Hell yeah. It's very promising.
And then imagine what the megastructure can do.
I'm also sorry if like you can hear the sound of my fucking mouth.
I wonder if anyone in
17 minutes and then 49 minutes, right? Okay. Okay, I'll keep those two numbers in mind whenever I review footage. I pressed M to pull up a map. Pal World. Ooh, look, thingy. Palm reader. I saw this earlier. I just return to monkey. From the book of annotated internet comments. Holy shit. From the book of annotated internet comments by Eustachius II. I just think people are dumb, like relentlessly effing stupid. Oh, wait, hang on. I have a. Yeah, all right. I just think people are dumb, like relentlessly stupid, absolute morons. Human history is a clown show from the beginning to end. The average person, just a slobbering buffoon, bumbling through life like a drunk gorilla in a china shop, breaking stuff left and right, throwing at the walls and never understanding a single that happens. 5358. Excuse me? 5358 was also the number that we could put into the text-to-speech thing. No, text adventure. I mean, just look at the software putting asterisks where swear words would be. People are afraid of words like they have magic powers, but the real world that is ruining their lives, that's fine because they're dumb to do something about it. Return to monkey? Brother, we never left. A curious inversion. The return to the mythical state of monkey is usually portrayed as a material return to earlier stages of development. But the author here, the author instead portrays it as a mental state that has never been surmounted. I feel like I could have things to say on like the recent increase in trending of things like trad wife, whatever the fuck that is. Well, I know what the fuck that is, but like why the fuck that is. It's like feminism is entirely about giving women the options, right? So being a stay-at-home mom should be a thing that women are allowed to do, not something that they are forced to do, right? But then it's like, I don't know, why have I seen like an incredibly recent trend of things wanting to be, or of people, not things, why did I say things? What am I talking about? Like fucking children? God damn it. little doll objects, little Barbies. It's like, oh, my little Ken doll really wants to be a really stinky stay-at-home sort of dude that works with lumber and shit. Like, oh yes, because of the intrinsic nature of being male, I of course have a inclination for fucking steaks. It's like, no, you're a person. I don't know. I would have to think on it a little bit. I would have to think about it a good bit before I. God damn it. Speaking of thinking about it, I didn't do that. I did not do that very well just then. But it ought to be alright, right? Actually, the answer is still no. Wait, am I accidentally a fucking genius? Does me thinking about trad wives make me more intelligent? Damn. Interesting. Well, I still need to put in an order for my sourdough. I did not consent to this scan, Yakut. Cease. Do not scan me. I still need to put in an order for sourdough starter. I want to get into making bread. Specifically, cinnamon sourdough bread. I would love, big love, much love to have a bit of the bread with a bunch of the sourdough. And be that, are you kidding me? Oh, this start sucks. Yikes. Take it. There we go. Then it. Oh, okay. I thought that rock formation was a monkey's head. But let's see if I can complete the rest of this within an hour. As it's getting close to that. just thinking of trad wives make me fucking smarter. One of the gotta be the stupidest thing I've said today. Gosh darn it. Okay, well. Not this either. This ought to be it, right? No. No! But it's... but it's... Wah. Man. But also it feels weird to like have an old lady say, oh well, you know, I'm just female, you know, I love to talk. Like, well, ma'am, I could point you to the guys that are not 10 feet away from us whose favorite thing to do is fucking yap. They're doing it right now. Can't you hear them? It's okay. You can talk about movies. I don't care. I like to listen. The fact that I talk as much as I do, or that I have a need to talk, is more a surprise to me than to anyone else. Does this work? Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm still caught up on thinking about weird return to monkey bullshit. It's not supposed to be something that I put as much thought into as I should. There's nothing else up here to explore. Stop doing that. Don't explore. There's nothing here to explore. See, look at this. Athena? No, not Athena. Pandora, right?
The philosopher Straton of Stagira had little respect for the gods, and instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. Can you see the folly of his actions?
This one feels incorrect. It is never folly to pursue the truth, even if there is a cost, because it's kind of incredibly ruthless and perhaps not ethically correct. Like, I was just recently thinking about Outer Wilds because a streamer streamed it and I watched streamers stream it, and they were talking about there's a thing in Outer Wilds that it goes against a lot of the ethics of one of the races there, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, understandable. Only his methods that were mistaken. And what methods? He was literally just asking. Dude was asking his teacher. Dude was doing what he should have as a student, as a philosopher, as somebody who learns and teaches. He was asking questions. If asking questions is wrong, then we're fucking doomed. Foolish of him to give his own life in the pursuit of truth. Sometimes that's depends on if you're passionate about it. Plus, you have your own value on your own life, right? I think much like how many people have different values on their own viewpoints. Like, for instance, I don't particularly care to have much stuff. I have like way too many VTuber jackets and it's like 3 signed postcards from Tokugami Toa and Aki Rosenthal. And I have none of those postcards framed, but I have my Pasmo card that I had with me from Japan framed and preserved forever. Meanwhile, I could probably ask my dad, like, what is the most valuable thing that he owns, and it's probably not a Pasmo card. Should respect their traditions and beliefs of the people. No, fuck!
There might be wisdom in you yet. The truth cannot be pursued or uncovered.
I didn't want to select that
It
one.
can only be found where it has already taken root. Consider this as you approach the flame.
How is that the correct answer? Why did I get approval from Pandora? I want to go back. Fuck you, Pandora. Let me open up the damn box. Too much of a coward to keep it open for hope to come out. Little shithead.
Well, that was surprisingly calm, given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere. I didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I've toyed with the idea that the entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
Epiphenomenal. Noun, a secondary effect or byproduct that arises from, but does not causally influence a process. A secondary symptom, occurring simultaneously with a disease or condition, but not directly related to it. A mental state regarded as a byproduct of brain activity. Okay, well, that's a big word to mean that they are just secondary to a lot of this thing. And they're not actually what it is that we're supposed to be interacting with. Well, aren't you the one with the big words, Melville? Woohoo! But, nice! I did this island. Sick. Cool. Neat. I'll do the lost puzzles on a different recording. But, yeah, that's it for me. That's it. That's it for this time around. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for giving a watch. I stream. I've been planning on having like long RPGs and stuff, and my puzzle games as recordings, where I'll yap to myself, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye bye.